Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Lynn and I am Pretty Papercraft 67. Thank you so much for joining me today. I thought we would revisit this journal that I am making. I've decided I'm going to use this journal for myself as a ideas journal. I've made many journals throughout my time in paper crafting, and I've never kept one for myself. So I thought this one would be the one. So I've gone through, I did a couple of videos on hand stamping and adding clusters. I have now added some fabric to certain pages. I've added some button dangles. I've decorated some pages with collage. And I'm going to sort of, this was a lovely little thank you gift that I received from an Etsy purchase. So these sort of things I'm going to start clipping in to the journal, just so that when I get really stuck for ideas, I can flip through this journal and see how I've decorated pages and things like that. And yeah, get some ideas. But today I wanted to just do a video on using up some paper bags, some packaging. When, you know, we receive our orders from Etsy or different stores that we buy our supplies from, a lot of the times they come packaged in these really lovely little packagings. Especially Sue from Paper Inspirations, when we receive our mystery boxes every month, the packaging is just beautifully decorated, and you don't want to just discard it. You don't want to put it in a box and forget about it. So I thought, well, it's too pretty. I'm going to put it into my journal because it's too pretty to put away, and then it'll give me ideas on what to do at a later stage. So every time I receive some pretty packaging, I put it all in the front of my journal, and then yeah, I revisit that when I've got time to work on the journal, and yeah, that's how I'm going to fill it. So I've just picked 3 different styles of packaging that I have received, and I just wanted to have a play with them and just show you my process for using packaging to make pockets in your journal. So I've just picked a random selection of bits and pieces from my stash that I may use. And some papers that I want to use. I think the first one that I'm going to do is this one. And I'm going to use, this is a printable that I have available in my Etsy store. It's the Botanical Backgrounds. And I'm just going to use it and make a double layer pocket type thing. So one pocket and one of these small little paper bags that come from Sue again. Yeah, and layer it up. So I'm going to get stuck into that. So basically I just need to cut the border from around the bottom of this printable away, because I'm just basically going to cut a piece to size to fit on that back glassine bag or paper bag. Like that. And then I'm just going to roughly measure to fit this paper bag here. Where's my pencil? Pencil. So about there. And then I only want it to sit on that bottom section. I don't want it to go all the way to the top of that bag, so I want to rip it about there. Okay, so where's my ruler? Let's see if we can line this up to be straightish enough. Okay, so there, it helps with those grid lines behind it. Again, this is just another idea of a way that you can use the printables that I have available in the store. Yeah, a lot of my printables are backing styles, so I use them a lot to use as bases, foundations for the ephemera that I make. So it's just some ideas if you're interested in the printables. I'm just going to cut this one down just a little bit more, and that's pretty much, that's great. So now get a bit of ink happening. Actually, I could ink that when it's on the page, couldn't I? So now we want our glue. And I'm just going to stick that down if the glue cooperates with me. I find this glue, this is great glue, the Helmer's glue, but when it's a bit cold, which it is this morning, it tends to take a bit longer to come out. So yeah, just if you know me, you know I always probably put more than less glue on anything. I just would hate something to fall off. So now I'm just going to pop that there on the right side up. Oh, I want it to be, oh dear. I want it to be up just a little bit higher. Oh, that'll do. It's a little bit crooked, but that'll do. All right, so that's pretty for our background. So it's a paper bag, so you've still got your pocket here. And now that little white paper bag, this one here, I just thought that could look really pretty as a double pocket. And I'm just going to basically, do I want just the flowers? Yeah, that could look pretty. All right, so, oh, I'm not even in camera. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm just going to again just roughly tear this to size. And then, oh, it's a little bit big, just take a little bit off here, just eyeballing, and a little bit more off the top, and a little bit more off this side as well. Okay, and then I'm going to again stick this down onto that one, if my glue will work. Which is the right side. Yep. And then just level that up and pop that down like so. And then that will look pretty double mounted on each other like that. Oh, that's lovely. Now when that glue has dried, I will machine stitch around the edge of this bag, but I'm not going to do it on the smaller one because this smaller one's gusseted. So if I machine stitch down there, I'm going to lose a lot of room in that little bag. So I'm just going to just pop it on top, ink around the edge. And I have learnt a trick with an envelope punch board that I really like. Just to cut a little notch in that bag. It's probably an old trick, but it's new to me. So 2.5 inches, so that'd be 1 1/4. So you just measure it up, or yeah, level it at 1 1/4. Punch it in, and look at that. How cute's that little notch? I think that's really lovely. So then I'm just going to ink that. And then I'll ink this. You could even take a piece of the printable or paper, whatever you're using, and cut it to size along that back section. That would look pretty too. Let's give it some ink. Like I said, once this is dry, I will just machine stitch around the edge of the white paper bag, the bottom one, just because I like that look. Alright, now I'm just going to pop this down kind of in the middle somewhere with my glue. Now I've just folded up that gusset, so that bottom gusset, so I'm just going to run a bit of glue there to give it some extra strength. And then, yeah, just run my glue up and around. You could just glue it on 3 sides if you wanted, and then you'd have another pocket. But I'm just going to do it this way. And then just find your center spot, kind of, sort of. And then just do that. Alright, so that is idea number 1 for a pocket with packaging. So we've got a double pocket there that could look really pretty just placed on a page like that. Pocket there, pocket here. If you wanted a third pocket, you could just glue that into your page down 3 sides, and then you'd have a pocket behind. So there you go. Idea number 1. Pardon me. Just going to have a drink of my coffee. Okay, now idea number 2. I love this beautiful butterfly paper bag from Sue. Came in the mystery box last month. And I don't really want to change it. I just want to add a little bit of stamping to the background. But I do not want to stamp over the butterflies. So I have just roughly made a mask. Just roughly cut to the shape. I don't mind if a little bit of stamping goes on those wings there. Now I would like to just... Oh, that's not going to work for me. Well, we'll just see how we go. I just really don't want that to move when I put the stamp down on it. But I just want text, I think. And I've got this Stampin' Up! Very old wood mount stamp, and it's beautiful text. So I'm going to use that and stamp over the top. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. So where is my... I'm just going to use Ranger Archival to ink up my block. This one, a beautiful stamp set, but it's heavy, so sometimes I don't always do a great job. But anyway, fingers crossed. Okay, so I've got plenty of ink on there. Our mask is in a good place. Oh, I think that's the right side. Up, yes. All right, I'm just going to lay it down. And just give it some pressure. Give it a little bit of time for that ink to absorb onto the paper. And also I've got that double element, so... Alright, fingers crossed. Oh, it didn't cover that well. Didn't cover that well, but it's in there. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, and then you can come back in. The mask is pretty. The mask covered well. Keep that for another time, actually. And then you could just, let's see what other stamps we've got. Let's pop them out the way. You could come in with some numbers, maybe. I really like this stamp set. It's a Darkroom Door number melody. So yeah, I do use this one a lot. So we might try this one. And maybe just put a little cluster of numbers down here. Oh, I should use the mask again, shouldn't I? That's why I made it. That there, like that. And I might just run this group of numbers up the side. I've always got to check with this one which way is the right way. See, I would have muffed that up. And then I'm just going to run those up there. Like that. So, there you go. That's another idea with pretty packaging. And then again, I'm just going to cut that notch out of that one as well with the envelope punch board. So this one measures, so let's say 5 inches. So I would want to line that up at about the 2.5 inches. Where's 2.5? 2.5, just down a little bit like that. I'm just going to punch that through. Yeah, I really love that little notch. That's really nice. And then I'll just ink all around the edge of this one with my distress ink. You could even go further and put some labels on this one. I could have collaged around it and tucked it underneath the butterfly. But I just I wanted the butterfly to remain the centerpiece kind of thing. And so I thought, yeah. So there's some, just another really simple, easy idea, hand stamping. And then my third idea for today was some packaging that I received from Cuckoo on Etsy. Cuckoo, the shop. It was labels, and that's the way it's come. It's very, very pretty. And this little washi tape sticker. But I just thought maybe a little bit more hand stamping on there might be cute. And I do have, I very, very rarely use this one, Blended Bloom. It's like a dahlia kind of stamp. So I thought maybe I just might go around it and yeah, just do some hand stamping of some florals and maybe a label in the middle there, we'll see. So I'll just ink up this stamp. And I have already taken this to the machine and machine stitched around the envelope. And I'm just going to do some off the page stamping. I'll just see what we get. Like that kind of thing. Yeah, that's pretty. And I'll go again. A little bit more down here. And just a bit coming up on this side. Like that. And then maybe a label of some sort. Let's have a look what we've got. I really love this 15 cents. This was gifted to me from Vicky at over at Paper Inspirations Facebook group. We did a swap and it was stamped images, and oh, Vicky sent me the most beautiful images, and this was one of them, and I really like that 15 cents. I think that could look nice. I don't know that I want to add anything more. What else have we got? I've got these little printables here. Were from the Graphics Fairy, the premium site. But yeah, it's just a little sentiment page. There's some beautiful sentiments in there. Be brave. Oh, I don't know. Procrastinate. It's terrible. Eat cake. That's good. No, I think I just like the 15-cent stamp. So I'm just going to ink around that. And I'm just going to put that. There's just a bit of writing there that I just want to cover up, really. I'm just going to put that over there. Get my glue working. And I'm just going to pop that down there like that. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. All right, so now let's put them into the book. Okay, so there's my pocket full of pockets. I've got the butterfly. So I want to put her down somewhere. Yep, that could be nice there, and then I could do some sort of decoration up there. So I'm just going to glue down the 3 sides because then I'll have a double pocket. So just a bead of glue down each side, or down 3 sides. And then I'm just going to put her to the bottom. I could have run a little bit of lace underneath her, but I don't have a lot of lace, so I'm going to conserve that for a little bit longer. So now you've got a pocket at the back, and then you've got this inside pocket here. And then, yeah, you could just come along and you could just do a little cluster up the top here, a little layer of labels and a sentiment, maybe something like that. So that's that first one. Now we've got the butterfly, and I do have a page. That's one butterfly page, but I did have another printable that was butterflies that I wanted to pair it with. I've just got to find it. Where is it? Here, this one here. I love this butterfly page, so I thought this pocket could just go there beside that one. And again, I'm just going to glue down the 3 sides, so I've got a double pocket if my glue cooperates. It's quite gluggy, this glue today. Anyway, that's okay. And then I'm just going to kind of just eyeball that round about there. Oh, isn't that nice? That's lovely. So again, you've got your middle pocket and a back pocket. Back pocket and then your middle pocket there. Beautiful. And then this little double pocket that we made, I think that's really cute. So where do we want to put this one? Where do we want to put this one? Just a collage page and just a bit of a flip that I'm still working on. Just, you know, you see so much inspiration when you're watching YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and everything else. And I sometimes get extremely overwhelmed by what I see and what I want to do, and so I thought this is a great idea to keep me focused. So yeah, this was some eco dyeing that I did a few weeks ago. I was really happy with it. I did three lots of eco dyeing, and I had 1 lot of really lovely results, and the rest I wasn't very happy with, but I do want to give it another go. So I might pop that page in there, that pocket in there, but I just wonder, does it need a little bit of a background? No, that's too close to that. Oh, I don't know. Actually, I don't want to put it in just yet because I do want to take it to the machine and sew. So I think I want to put it here, but I think I will choose a background to put in behind it. Yeah, before I stick it into the book. So there, I hope that has been helpful to somebody today. Yeah, just some ideas. Instead of throwing away your packaging, it's great to reuse it. you reuse and recycle, and why not make some pretty things. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Monday. It's beautiful here in Brisbane in Queensland today. It's beautiful sunny weather, but it's a little bit chilly. But winter is certainly on its way out, so I look forward to the warmer months. I hope everyone is well and spending some time doing what you love. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.